feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
I said hip-hop media is going to figure out that what I'm saying is not that much bullshit. What's the Dirt drops a great video. Nobody wants to talk about it. But I watch these guys talk about it now, and it kind of hurts them. Every single one of them. It hurts them. It hurts them talking about the What's the Dirt video. Have y'all seen this? Look at this. Look at this. Now, they talked about Drake. They talk about Drake mentioning Rock Nation during his thing, but they now connected to the What's the Dirt video. Check this out.
Following Wayno, we know Wayno. You know Wayno is used to be on music.
I feel like 20v1s is.
I talked about, and we mentioned this yesterday. I mentioned first though what Drake responded and said, but Wayno talked about how
be the.
I don't know if I said that Lil Wayne. I gotta
You
go
said
back.
it.
Hold on.
He not lying.
Make you feel.
Although I felt like, all right, he trying to show a little bit of personality.
That's just that.
get easy because
Okay, now they're talking about everything but the What's the Dirt thing.
Still into because I'm a comic book guy. I think what he's going.
Gonna be a 20v1, nigga.
lot to watch, and I tried to watch it because I wanted to be able to like talk. I got literally to the right before he brought in the goth baddie girl, and I was like,
So 6 minutes on this, nothing on the Rock Nation thing, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Nothing on it? Okay, nothing on her. Okay, anyway. So the Breakfast Club has clearly no interest in talking about it. Okay? Let's hear what the let's hear what the Joe Budden podcast had to say about it. Let's see.
Did y'all don't make me rush to this Drake 20v1, please?
Oh well, I was gonna ask y'all. Did y'all see the what the Dirt video that went up?
No.
I watched it.
I seen some of it.
I
watched it.
Yeah.
What? So what the Dirt? You know what the Dirt is? Right?
I do. Okay.
But put a video up, and it was kind of chronicling the silent beef between Jay-Z / Rock Nation and Drake.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if everything in this video is true, and I say that because there was like documents posted and stuff, and I can't verify those.
So allegedly,
nobody can authenticate the document. You know what I'm saying? But
what were the documents saying?
One of the issues was the class action lawsuit filed in, I want to say, Virginia against Stake and all of them. And he was saying, like, usually with a class action lawsuit, it's a group of people. Like, they don't really have much of a connection other than they all did this one thing. But he started breaking down, like, looking into who the individuals were. And it's like, this person was dating this person. They lived in the same house here. They were locked up together here. Like, there was a more connection that usually doesn't exist in a class action lawsuit. Then he started connecting the lawyers behind it, which is the lawyers that had a tie to the company that Rock Nation uses. There's a lot of behind the scenes dot connected that
You know what I get from this and the Akademiks and Charlemagne conversation, honestly, is that our favorite artists and podcasters and media personalities are being used as puppets in the fucking online or real space gambling wars that are happening.
years.
Oh, it took this for you to put that together, Parks. Thank you.
For years now.
That's what it all
boils down
and
to.
then they're weaponizing fan bases to pick a side when the ultimate goal is we want to build a fucking casino in Times Square.
But
Who wants to build a casino? You see, even Joe Budden podcast won't just say the elephant in the room. It's not they. Who wants to build a casino? It's Jay-Z. So they're being elusive, but it feels like they're kind of getting it.
this one's a little different, though. I mean, yeah, this one's a little different, though. It
Please
is
tell me.
because, it's bigger businesses at play. So I'm agreeing with you. Like, these are just puppets that if we're going to get the biggest artists in the world and we're using them for promo, then of course it's going to drive audience.
Yeah.
But the parent companies are doing this against this parent company, but in the effort to get there, we're going to demonize your chief promo kid. You get what I'm saying? So and so that's where it starts to get tricky, because I think that they are underestimating some of the journalism that's going to go and take place behind the scenes to find out who the real puppet master.
I'm glad you said that, Ish. Ish, you might be the smartest one on that podcast. Well, I think Mark Lamont been going on there. He's trying to bully y'all a little bit, but yeah, I see you still got that IQ. I always liked you for your IQ. There it goes. So while I've sat back to the Charlemagne thing, because Charlemagne was sent out by Rock Nation to basically say, this is all bullshit. Rock Nation doesn't think about no one. Remember, that was the talking point. Rock Nation doesn't think about peons like me. Doesn't even think about Drake. Right? Now people connecting the dots. And this is just hip-hop independent media. I'm watching a lot of even new channels. Some of these channels I've never even watched before. But they've taken an investigatory angle to say, all right, maybe Ak was full of shit, but the least we could do is dig into it. And they're all coming up with shit. So when it's all get compiled by What's the Dirt, Ice, who's an honest guy from what I know, he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. Ish, honest guy from what I know, he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this kind of look a little spooky. And that's the thing. Remember I told you, my job could only be to wake up the masses. They started with saying I was crazy. Now everyone's like, watch and learn.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you start tying the dots together, it'd be like, oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm watching, they put the clips up from the Akademiks deposition. Yeah. It's a deposition about Meg's trial. Yes. And the questions are about Drake and Steak. A bunch of them too. A bunch of questions. Like that looks away. This is before any lawsuits were filed. Yeah. It just like we dragged you in here to question you about this because we really got another plan over here. It just all looks away on paper. Like I said, it's hard to refute some of this shit. If this is true, that shit looks a little like it almost looks like Ak wasn't bugging.
Ha! 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 Oh! 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 I'll let it keep going.
Or Drake. Or Drake, yeah.
The problem is, even if a nigga ain't bugging, it's really hard to throw rocks at the sun. You can't throw it at all. Meaning that you know what that means. Mm-hmm. Like you can't go against an empire that the niggas have built and shit like that. It's hard. So sometimes you look like just the lone man on the island, and these things are put in position to make you look bugged out. Mm-hmm. So now with the new creators, what they're doing, all that's gonna happen is that shout out to What's the Dirt. All that's gonna happen is that nigga may get flagged. There's a lot of shit that come with that. They flagged him the second the video went up. Yeah, so you got to go in and change out some shit. It's a lot of power at play, and even though we deny it, some of us are in this entertainment field where you don't want to, you tippy toe around certain subjects because there's a lot of ramifications behind it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you have the money to play with them, unless you're in the best position. Drake has the money, and they have them. Whatever they're doing, they can do it. But the people that speak on it. It's really something. It's really a campaign going around to silence people. And I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I don't believe in that. I've just watched what's being presented to me.
I've just watched enough movies and TV shows and shit where you see like the cabal behind the scenes movie shit. Like this looks like an instance of that. It really does, bro. It's
I need to watch. I know they'll say we're quiet because we're.
I need to watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch.
I haven't seen it.
I don't got no dog in the fight.
You know the irony here? Joe Budden just announced that he's doing a true crime podcast. Oh man, you know, everybody loves a true crime podcast. Like that's where you could take some of the biggest mysteries of the land, some of the really complex, invisible hands that's behind the murders and behind the conspiracies, and figure it out maybe for an audience. A whole exposal just came out that's kind of doing the same. No interest.
I'm just literally reporting on something that I watched. And I'm just like, wow, it was eye-opening.
It does seem crazy. I just personally, I'm not in that world, so it doesn't really interest me that much.
Pardon my ignorance.
Go ahead.
What seems crazy about it?
It seems crazy that let's take it off of this. If two people are saying, yo, they trying to get me, mm-hmm. and niggas like, yo, ain't nobody thinking about your dumb ass. Mm-hmm. And then somebody goes and does some research and starts seeing that, yo,
they really
this person over here claimed this person over here claimed this. They don't know each other. Oh, yes, they do. They was roommates in college.
Hold the irony. Remember when I told Charlamagne the God, I said, hey, listen, people are outside my house for months. It's more than just, he said, well, you know what comes with this, it's, you talk a lot of shit, legal stuff, you got to be prepared. What I was communicating to him was that it borderlines on harassment. I would love to hear what Charlamagne the God has to say about his bestie, Desiree Perez, who now claims she has a stalker. I don't know why someone would be, this is breaking news, y'all. I don't know why someone would be, why would someone be, outside of her office? Maybe that's similar to how someone was outside my house. Somebody was outside of someone's house in Australia. But because now they're outside the house of or no, not the house, the workplace of Rock Nation's CEO, Desiree Perez. Oh, it's news. This is on NY Post, the New York Post. Wow, let's read this. A rapping stalker has threatened the Rock Nation CEO in a lyric-laced social media screeds and confronted her in terrifying encounter outside the company's headquarters. Oh, wow. Did Desiree Perez know that there were terrifying people outside my house that I had? Listen, I walk around my property with a weapon on me. I got 50 guns in here. Did you know there was a terrifying encounter that I thought I had to blow a nigga head off his body? No. But now it appears that maybe the same thing is happening to Desiree Perez. I don't know why it would be happening at all. Desiree, you finally understand what I was understanding. You understand what maybe George was getting at. Charlemagne, do you know who might be behind this? Because you said you were going to find out. Maybe you could find out and help me and Desiree. You see Desiree look like she's going through it too, huh? Oh, wow. Jeez. I'll keep reading. A representative for Desiree Perez, she's 56. She founded the elite agency with Jay-Z. Told police that the creep threatened her. Oh, my God. What type of hooligan would do it? You know what? I believe Charlemagne, this bitch is manic. She's manic. She's losing. Ain't nobody fucking outside of her office. This bitch is losing it. Let's keep it a bean chat, right? Isn't that what Charlemagne the God would say? Is she losing it or what? Who the fuck would be outside of a pasty, old, wrinkled, former rat for the feds office just sitting there? Who would do that? The same who the fuck would be outside of Big Axe crib just sitting there for 3 weeks in a white van trying to allegedly serve a Rock Nation subpoena. Who would do that? Interesting. Desiree, I want to make sure. Let me read. It told the police that the creep threatened a businesswoman, and it said, "You're gonna die." This is clearly words from a manic individual. Charlemagne, get her on the meds. Get her to the psych ward. Shorty is on. Yo, she is tripping. Ain't nobody outside the Rock Nation office trying to get at you. We trying to get away from Rock Nation. Stop it. Charla, this one's manic. This one is manic, Charla. You see him? This is manic. She's manic. There's nobody saying that you're gonna die. Who would kill you? Listen, you snitched on the cartel, Desiree. If you were gonna die, you'd have been dead. Okay? You'd have been dead. Nobody's threatening you. Nobody's threatening you. You gotta stop lying. Stop the manic shit. You're losing it. According to authorities, Desiree Perez is now barking at authorities claiming they told me I was gonna die. Let's pour up a shot, man. I don't believe this one bit. Charla, you need to get her at one of your mental health conventions. She's losing it. Why would someone try to kill a former rat? Look, you're gonna die. He seethed, according to sources. The same menace had been targeting Perez with death threats outside the building in multiple incidents since May. Desiree, you know nobody's targeting you. You know no one's doing that. You're being manic. Charlemagne, could you help her out? Suggest to her one of the books. My mind keeps playing tricks on me. Anxiety. Give her a book. Give Desiree Perez a book, because put it like this. At least when they was outside Big Axe crib, I said, fuck it. Tony Montana, nigga. If they run up, we just got to do it. I didn't call the cops and say, they told me I'm going to die. This is a manic shit right here. Charla. Could somebody send this to Charlemagne? She's batshit crazy. Maybe she deserves Donkey of the Day. Maybe not Ray Daniels. We'll get into that. it was not immediately clear how many people were there and threats were made. Sources said the threats were made through social media and also in music lyrics. Who would do such a thing? Why would someone rap about Desiree Perez? The suspect has been okay. They identified. Oh, he's a homeless guy. Woo! It's a homeless guy. Come on. Don't kick this nigga out of the public housing shit. He's known around Manhattan and the Bronx. She was a key part of Roc Nation collaboration with NFL. She's worked with the music industry, including, Meg the Stallion. Okay, hilarious. Okay. Right. I know that's not the Roc Nation offices. That's not the entrance to their... Why would the New York Post put that up? Yo, I know Shorty's a little bit manic, but why would you put up the entrance she goes in every day? Listen, I want to put this on the record. I don't support the bullying, the harassment. Yo, give me my anxiety pill. Could you give me... I got it from the shit y'all bought at the Charlemagne Symposium. Give me that shit. I need that. I don't support bullying, harassment of George, of Livingston Allen, of Milagro Cooper, and certainly not of Desiree Perez. I don't support that. I don't support none of that. None of that shit. Damn. Be a mighty shame. It's a homeless nigga, huh? I wonder how that homeless nigga got the internet. If he homeless, how he know what's... Wait. I don't know. Desiree, we love you. And, despite you being a decorated rat, I will say you and Jay-Z's partnership, we have loved. And I just want to let you know, as part of somebody who's within the media, black business conglomerate, I am excited and hope that you continue your business and you continue to put all these criminals away that you've previously cooperated on. And I don't know, maybe future will be. Okay. Other than that, if you do believe someone's out to get you, you have a budget of $100 million at your disposal. I mean, I know you're using a sizable amount maybe to get rid of Larry Jackson, but maybe you could invest in some security or like a back door where you could walk out and not like see the crazy guy who claims he wants to do some stuff to you. I don't know. Genuinely, I really don't know. I don't know. But imagine if everyone could just call the cops when they're getting swatted, they're getting harassed and interested. We love Desiree, man. We love Desiree. Oh, she was a executive producer, and she got an Emmy. Oh, my God. Oh, Roc Nation didn't respond to this request for a comment. I wonder why. Chat. Uh-oh. Don't tell me Roc Nation trying to hit me with the cyborgs. It says I'm getting DOSed. Hold on. Let's bring it back in. Anyway. So Roc Nation did not immediately respond for comment. I wonder why. Here's the irony, chat. You want to see the irony? Said, I heard.
What you heard, okay?
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, give me 1 second.
Just want to reveal it on the team.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Let's go.
Well, you need to block that somebody, Ray, okay? Because Rock Nation, who I work for, allegedly, replied to that commentary by posting in their story, album done, in air quotes, fake news, okay? There is a part of me that wishes Rock Nation didn't even do that. Because in a lot of ways, things like that are validation for the Ray Daniels of the world. And that's really why I'm doing this donkey this morning. See, nobody cares about having a voice that has actual value. People only care about going viral by any means, okay? I know Ray is loving this attention, okay? This is what these guys do this for. They don't care about being right. They don't care about having credibility. They just care about attention. They just care about being acknowledged. But I'm here to tell you, that's not sustainable, okay?
Swatted, Chad, swatted. I'm sorry. Oh, my God.
Enjoy Flacco's YouTube channel,
Which I've told him multiple times, it's irresponsible. Like this lie telling about Mustard. That's a bad lie.
I watch Kanye in terms of quality.
I always feel like, man, we talked about this. I always feel like Kanye first half of his career is overrated. The second half is really where you get Kanye.
You're tripping.
Man.
Overrated?
Yeah. Because it's hella fundamental.
But it's great.
Man, it's with training wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like when he got loose, by the time he started doing shit like Yeezus, by the time he started doing shit like...
I got Yeezus high in my...
Life of Pablo, Yay, like the Yay EP. Like that's my favorite Kanye project.
Yay?
All right, does that hear me?
I mean, I think Ghost Town's one of the greatest songs.
Okay. A little psyop sent by the ops. Gotta respect it. You can't clown Desiree Perez for getting a stalker and not expect the police to show up to think that you shot 10 people in the crib. So it is what it is. I'm back. Chat, it's, nasty warfare, It's a little nasty warfare. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. They were cool, though. I'll be honest. I don't want to give nobody no ideas. This is the first time I got swatted and I wasn't put in cuffs and thrown in the back of a car. So, I think they kind of know. They claim they called me a couple times, I'm going to follow up with them. And, we had people try to swat me like every day or every other day. Well, whenever I'm streaming. And me and my police department had like a really good relationship. They claim that they switched to some new shit. But I'll holler at them to try to make sure that's not a thing. Or try as much as you can. Because, when they get a call saying, yo, there's like 5 niggas shot up in the crib, like, they got multiple calls, actually. One of the calls was while I was outside. They were like, oh, we just got another call about the shooting. So, I don't know. I wonder who that call was from. Oh, boy. Well, I wonder what that was from. I went live on IG, in case anyone thinks that, these days with people saying everybody's manic, we're like, no, he staged that. It's all good. It's all good. It's a dirty game, chat. It's a very, very dirty game. I'm laughing, but it's not, it's not humorous. There was a young woman actually upstairs, and like she's traumatized. That's why I had to step off camera. She's like super traumatized. Like they fucking put her in cuffs, threw her on the ground, type shit. They don't know who she is, right? They know me from me living here for a while, or at least some of them know me. But they get a call. They're like just trying to secure shit. She's obviously traumatized. I don't know if she's ever been in cuffs. Like so I feel bad, but so I said I try to keep my house like a war zone. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad that she's even here for this, because now it's like burned in our memory that I fucking got put in cuffs at Axe place. So yeah, I was trying to apologize to her for that. It's all good. They do it to me. They do it to Nikki. They do it to, it is what it is, man. Like, you're not having a good day until you got a couple AR-15s pointed at you. You're not having a good day till then. Okay. Nevertheless, that was to throw us off track. We still have things to discuss. And unfortunately for those people, I don't plan on switching up the agenda even still. Again, I do want to also thank my local police department. Trust me, I know they came through, whatever. They didn't really even kick down this door, right? Well, obviously they can't kick I guess they could kick the door down. But they were like knocking, they were just shouting heavy. But yeah, they didn't come on this camera with guns. You didn't see no guns or anything, right? I turned on the light in here and they had to make sure the room was clear, but they figured I was on live stream. Yeah. God damn. Does everybody go through this? You can't sue the police. They got, I think the calls are coming like maybe possibly international. Like they have ways on how they make SWAT calls, right? So they're like, hey, there's a shooting that just started at this residence. They have to respond. Now, my police department said they try to reach out, but they must have a different number for me recently. But anyway. You can't blame the police department for responding to a potential shooting. They don't know what's a SWAT. They don't know if I'm streaming. They don't know whatever. They know me, but they just, they still got to take precautions. They also, when they pull my address up, it says that, this local precinct authorized me to have 50 guns. So it's like they know there's hella weapons in the house. They got to come through with the ARs. They got to go try to, check the house. And last time the chief of police came out and or like, I don't know, the head guy at the police station, I guess. I don't know if he's chief of police. And he was like, he apologized because I ain't gonna lie, they threw my ass in cuffs. They just threw me in the back on some neon shit. Like, they get the fuck in the back. And at that point, they cleared the house and they realized that it was a fake call. And then they were like, hey, we apologize. We clearly don't get a lot of swatting calls. We're a very small town. No one really calls in that type of stuff. We clearly know you have an audience. We should work with you that we could try to mitigate these things that people aren't doing this all the time. And that was about like 6-7 months ago. I was on video when that happened. But yeah, it's okay. I feel incredibly bad for the young woman who's here. Yeah. She's like distraught. I'm not gonna lie. She's crying and stuff like that. That's why I stepped off camera again. At this point, I'm like, I'm used to it. I'm a streamer, so I'm like, swatting? Okay, all right, let's go. Let's do our thing. Let's come back. But not everybody's used to being get down, handcuffs, da-da-da-da. That's not it's not fun, honestly, right? Clearly. And also, I have a shit ton of dogs, and a lot of times they might be out in the house. I don't want the police trying to clear my house and fucking, you shoot Pluto, like, we gotta crash out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't have nobody try to almost kill my dogs, you know what I mean? My dogs is my dogs. Anyway, all right. Enough of that. Nevertheless, I'm going to continue the stream. Y'all tell me, should I continue the stream? A little part of me, I feel like she's looking at me like an asshole. Like, yo, bro, you're going to still stream. I'm like, hey, I kept the stream on while this happened. I'm like, I can't just like leave. And I was just telling her, I'm like, I'll send you to a hotel if you need to go to a hotel. I get it. I told her, like, when you live in my house, this is Alcatraz. Like, a nigga might break in. Like, so I got all these dogs, whatever. You might get swatted. So I hope I'm not like being an asshole, not like tending to her feelings, but yeah. Yeah, the first time you're in cuffs is definitely a little bit like, especially when you know you ain't did nothing. Oh, man. All right. Just give me a second. But okay. Okay, just give me 1 second. I gotta like
It's my
search for
shit.
some shit.
It's one of the greatest songs ever.